What's up everybody, Angry Canine here, back once again on the MineStructors server, and I'm just up here on the roof of the Nether and moving some portals around. I just moved the Start Town portal up here, and I'm going to move all the other portals up here. Now I have a list of about, I don't know, let's see, 6, 7, 8 portals that I have to move, and I just wanted to test this one to make sure it's working, and it seems to be okay. So I want to head over to my Skeleton Farm portal and put that one up here, and that is located not too far from here, I think. Let's see here. I need to go to minus 275, 158, and that is in this direction, right? Yeah, and then over here. So we're going to be over in this area somewhere. There's 158. Where did I go? Okay, and 275. So it's actually pretty far out here, a lot further than I realized. And let's see, 220, 230. Once I get to 275, I should be able to build it up here. And we're going to use, oh, wait, back up. There it is. There it is. 275, 67, 275, right there. Drop a torch there, and that's where I'm going to put an obsidian block. And we'll go ahead and do, let's see, I'm only going to do these 2 wide, the standard default size of the portal. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and then a top layer, and I'll throw some torches across here to keep anything from spawning on it. Splat. And I've been kind of throwing some fence posts on here on either side, kind of on opposite sides, and then dropping a lantern here just for the heck of it. Now I'm going to change this. I'm probably going to put like a skeleton skull or something here, and I have absolutely no idea where the other portals are. I should have dropped some torches, but that's okay. Let me go ahead and light this, and when I go through it, I should come out in the skeleton farm, if it works. Maybe, maybe, maybe. And we are in the skeleton farm. Now when I go back through it, it should be in the original portal that was under the bedrock, so I should be able to go through there and break that portal. And yep, right where I expect it to be. So now I can break this portal and get the obsidian back as well. I've got plenty of obsidian for all the portals that I need, but it can't hurt to take all this back. And whoa, hey, oh, and there's a skeleton skull. I'll go ahead and throw that on the other portal. So, oh, hello, Ghast. See if I can get this guy with a sword. Yeah, there we go. Okay, did I get him? 1 Ghast here, that's all, with a looting sword? Oh, that's not nice. Okay, and here we are at minus 240, 204, 205. Actually place this portal at minus 244, 205. And this is the portal to JT and Bex's trading post, villager trading area, at least it should be. So let me throw up a couple of fence posts and some lanterns here. And I need to get some signs to put on these things so that we know what goes where. And so let's go ahead and jump through here, and I should come out in Bex's portal at her villager trading area. And I do. Oh, hello, Mr. Iron Golem. So that worked out, and when I go through, I should be back under the bedrock, and I should be able to break that portal. And I am, and I can. So yeah, another successful portal move. I have 2 more to do. Okay, so I just finished up the Stronghold Portal. It was already up here. I just added the details to it, and I've gone from putting torches on the top to putting half slabs on the top. Keep anything from being able to spawn up there, and I put signs on the portal. Now I've got to go to another portal, which actually goes to the jungle biome, and that is at minus 159, 457, which is in that direction. Okay, so I have the jungle portal all set up and ready to go, and when I go through, I should come out in the jungle biome, hopefully right where I expect to be. Hey, hello. Creeper head on a pole. Somebody got me with my own trick. But yeah, we're in the jungle area, so that's a good thing. That's right where I was hoping to be. And I think when I go through this thing, I should be back under the bedrock, so it's going to take me a minute to find out where oh, okay. Well, okay, we're still on top of the bedrock, so I don't have to do any exploring below the bedrock now, at least not now, so that's a good thing. That saves me some trouble. So the only thing I have to do now is set up the portal to the ice biome, which is, I believe, in that direction. minus, what do we have? Minus 233, 761, right? And that is in that direction. So I'm going to do that. And then once that's done, I'll be able to get started on collecting materials so that I can head into the end and build the Enderman farm. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be my main source of XP. And we're going to end up having more ender pearls than we'll ever know what to do with. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Ice biome all set. And when I go through this portal, I should be in an Ice Plains Spikes biome if I did it right. And we are in the right area. Awesome. And we're sliding around with a pigman. Hello, Mr. Pigman. There's another one over there. Apparently this portal's been running for a while. Yeah, so here we are in the Ice Plains Spikes biome. So we've got access to all kinds of ice and snow. Alright, so here we are in the end, and I've already gotten a bit of a start on the Enderman farm. I have this really long platform leading from the end island, which is in that direction, and I have a temporary platform set up out here using netherrack, which is a good throwaway block. And I've built the ender pearl storage area, and as you can see, I'm going to have 7 rows of chests, 3 high, and all of those are double chests, and they're all going to be filled with ender pearls. And I have a temporary ladder here, and behind these chests I have hoppers, and of course I'm going to have a hopper chain. So this is actually going to be a 2-wide hopper chain, and the front part of it here goes in this direction, and that actually will eventually lead to a dispenser over here, or a dropper, whichever. And when these chests are full, it will send excess pearls out into the dropper, which will then dispense them off into the void. And then I have another part of the hopper chain here that should point into there, and this goes in this direction. And under these hoppers, or I should say over these hoppers, I don't have it on me here, let me get it. It's going to be the soul sand. Now I'm going to use soul sand. That is going to be the area where the Endermen land. They're going to fall, I think it's 42 blocks, and they'll land here, at which point there'll be a 1-hit kill. And I'm going to have carpeting over top of this hopper chain here. And the reason why I have extra hoppers here is so that when I'm slaying Endermen, sometimes Ender pearls will pop out down here. And when they land here, the hopper chain will suck them up, send them down into the chests, and any excess pearls will just be spit off into oblivion. So I'm going to go ahead and build up most of the structure here. Again, this is not going to be anything fancy or really super beautiful. I'm just kind of using the smooth stone blocks here. It's just going to be functional, and it's not going to be huge or anything like that. The point is to have an Enderman XP farm, so I just want something functional, not necessarily beautiful, and that's all that counts. Okay, so I got a significant amount of this structure built up, and I have the lower level here, and I have the upper level here, and this is where the Enderman kill area is going to be, the actual farm area. I'm going to have an enchanting station back here and a few extra chests to keep a few things around, like books, maybe some lapis lazuli and other stuff like that for enchanting. And I'll have the table here and the furnace here. And the ender chest is not going to go here. It's going to be over here somewhere, but I am going to have one. And this hopper right here, I'm going to have a chest on it, a trap chest. It's basically going to be a garbage disposal chest. It leads directly into the disposal system. So if you're over here killing endermen and you end up with some excess pearls in your inventory that you don't want, you can just toss them in the chest and they'll go out there. Or you could toss them on the floor in these hoppers here and they'll eventually make their way out there. And I was just getting ready to place the pistons here when I suddenly realized that they needed to be sticky pistons. And the reason why that is, I'm going to have a lever right here that's going to run back to the sticky pistons back here. And when the lever is on, the pistons will be extended so that the soul sand will be over these hoppers right here. And when the endermen fall, they will land on the soul sand and they will be one-hit kills. And obviously the reason why I'm using the soul sand is because hoppers can pull items right through the soul sand. If I was using a full-size block, that wouldn't work. And of course, like I said, I'm going to have carpeting over these hoppers right here just to catch any pearls that might fall off if endermen die. And I can flip the lever, which will then retract the sticky pistons and pull the soul sand back into this area so that when the endermen fall, they will land on these hoppers here and they will die from fall damage. So that way it's kind of a dual mode farm. I'll have a XP farm mode when the soul sand is extended, and a pearl collection only mode when the pistons are retracted. I usually don't leave access to the disposal system out here, but this time I decided to. Sometimes this thing might fill up to the point where it will actually lock up and stop working, and then I'd have to come out here and empty it manually. It very rarely ever happens. Sometimes it will if I put too much stuff directly into the hopper line, which I usually don't do, but it can happen. So I figured I'd give myself access to it here so that I don't have to bring in the camera account or anything like that and switch game modes or whatever on the camera account. So I need to put the hoppers down into this dispenser right here, and this is just to block access out here to keep me from falling out. Eventually all that netherrack is going to be gone. So yeah, I've got to get some slime balls. Hopefully somebody has some slime balls, and I've got to get some bookshelves. I've got to make an enchanting table, and I have a few more chests I need to make, and yeah, still got a lot of work ahead of me, so I'll be back. Hello everybody, this is K9 coming to you from the future, and I had intended to do a time-lapse on the Enderman farm build. Unfortunately, the replay mod decided not to cooperate for some really odd reason. It wasn't keeping the chunks loaded. So if anything got within or got like outside of 1 or 2 chunks away from me, it would unload and disappear, and it really made for a choppy and extremely frustrating time lapse. So I'm just going to skip that part of it, and we're just going to go right on ahead to when I already had a majority of the structure built and just had some finishing touches to do. So let's get back to it. And here we are. Got pretty much all of it built now, and I've set up this little area here because I have to spawn an endermite. Then I have to name him with a name tag, and then I have to get him into a minecart, get him over here on this side, and then drop him down. And actually I think it's this side I need to get him on. Nope, this side right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put a torch right there so that I know which side to put him on. That one there. So now I've got to get down in here, spawn the endermite, and do this real quick, hopefully before I die. So wish me luck. And we got one, and he's going to beat me up, but I named him. Now let me get him in the minecart. Get in the minecart, mighty might. Get in the minecart, mighty might. There we go, he's in the minecart, and he's on the side that I need. So let me go ahead and get rid of these yeah, those rails. That's what I'm trying to say. And let me take this down real quick too. I'm going to leave him right there for right now while I knock these down. If it all works out, hopefully he will fall straight down and land right on top of the fence post down there, or the iron bars. And he needs to sit right on top of that. So let me go ahead and break all this away. And this should be at just the right height for the Endermen to see him when they spawn and come after him. And of course they'll run over into this area here, and with these trapdoors here, they'll see this as a full block, and they'll think they can get to him, and they'll run and they'll fall down there and end up at the bottom where I can beat them up. So let me get this block here, and the moment of truth, and it sits right where I need it. Awesome. I'm not really too worried about those blocks. I don't want to touch that thing. The slightest little bump could send it way down. Let me close these trapdoors for right now, because I need to put some half slabs over top of this thing to kind of protect him a little bit. So let's do this real quick. I think right about here should be good. On the bottom of this block, that should be good enough. And I need it to be, let's see, pretty much the same configuration as what's down there. And Lord, I hope I can do this without bumping that minecart, because I don't want to go through trying to spawn another one. And 3 right there, that should be good enough, and he should be protected now so that nothing can get to him. Enderman won't be able to spawn on top of yeah, that platform there, and I think that's right. Let me go ahead and come down here and take a look. And yeah, that should be right. That should be good. We should be all set. And at this point, I should be able to knock all these torches out get the guy, the Enderman, get the Enderman to spawn. And I need another solid block here. I guess I could just throw a half slab down. Doesn't matter, as long as they can spawn on. Let me open these trapdoors, and I'll knock out all these torches, and then I'll head down below, and hopefully these guys will start falling down to certain death. Okay, this is the last torch, I believe, and you can see Endermen are spawning, and they're all trying to get the Endermite, and they can't reach them, so they all fall right down the hole there. So there should be plenty of them hanging out down below for me, ready to go. And I have my looting sword down below, so I'll get that out of the ender chest and take them out with that. Just need to... Do I have this in my... Nope, I don't have this in the data pack. I'm going to have to add this recipe in the data pack so that I can use 2 smooth stone slabs to make 1 smooth stone block. I thought I had it in there. Apparently I don't, but that's alright. So go over here, break this ladder, and don't look at the Enderman. And I should be alright with just a half slab here. And actually I can just double up half slabs, right? That way we have consistency. And I'm going to leave the ladder here, because I might need to come back up here for something at some future time. So let me head down below. And the only other thing I have to do, aside from test this to make sure that I got the heights right, is put water over everything and take out all of the netherrack. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, and I've just been putting finishing touches on this thing here, and I've got quite a few of them done. I've got the Enchanting Station put in there and some chests and things, and right now I'm putting ice on top of this thing here so that I can break it and have water. Obviously everything needs to be covered in water so that Enderman can't teleport out of the trap area and hang out over here like these guys are doing. And you guys have no idea what's in store for you right now, do you? So I'm going to place the ice blocks here, and then I'm going to break them, and hopefully I don't end up going over the edge. And here we go. Let's see. Bye-bye, Enderman. Oh, I keep missing. And hopefully this will spread out just right so that I don't have to deal with it. I don't want to end up in the water because there is no safety net here. If I go over the edge, that's the end of me and everything I have. And I don't want to lose all this stuff. I've got my good tools. I don't have my good armor on, but I've got my good tools, and I don't want to lose it. Whee! And that, and that, and there we go. And I think we're going to be all right here. I don't think I'm going to need to worry about putting any water over here, but I will put that there to keep them from spawning. And I think that should take care of it. This should be far enough away that they won't teleport out onto that. It's 50 blocks from the edge here all the way to the trap area. So the only other thing I got to do, as far as the water goes, is place it all over the rest of the farm. And I'm going to have to put a ladder here so I can get out. And I don't have any ladders on me. Ah, darn it. I'm also going to turn this to Pearl mode, so that all these guys will be dying when they come down. Let's get rid of these guys here. I love killing Endermen. Look at all that wonderful XP getting stuck in the hoppers. Now obviously I am going to put some carpeting over this row of hoppers and probably all over the flooring here. Aesthetics really was not what I was shooting for here. And I do have these trapdoors here. And right now they're not really doing anything for me, but when the carpeting is in, they'll keep me from walking into the trap here, because when these guys are standing here, if I get up under here, they'll be able to see me and hit me. But once the carpeting's in, it'll raise me up just enough that I won't be able to walk under them without ducking, so then they won't see me and they won't be able to hit me. Alright, so that does it for this project. It is almost 100% complete. Just have a couple of minor little details that I can do off camera. I've put fence posts on either side of this path. It goes all the way back to the end island. And eventually I'm going to replace all of this cobblestone here with ice, just like I did over there. The other thing I have to do is put some glass along the walls on either side here. I ran out, so I have to go mine some sand and cook it up and place glass all through here so that we don't fall out of the side. And over here we have the Ender Pearl storage room. I ran out of carpeting. I'm going to put red carpeting over all of the smooth stone here. I just have to get some more wool and some dye and make it up. And you can see I've been over here for a little bit, kind of getting some of that lovely XP. We already have two double chests full of ender pearls and almost another half double chest. And few pearls here and there, and when those chests fill up, everything will filter over here into the disposal system, and all those pearls, the overflow, will end up in this dispenser, and they will get kicked out into the void where they will be deleted from the world. Up here on the second level, we have the dual mode farm itself, and I say dual mode because I have the switch over here. When the switch is up, the soul sand is extended, and when the Endermen fall, they land on the soul sand, and they are one-hit kills. When the when the switch is down, that's when that happens. When the switch is up, soul sand retracts, and we're going to go ahead and kill these Endermen. And when the new Endermen spawn and they fall down here, they will die because of fall damage, and the hopper chain will automatically collect the ender pearls. So this is if we want to collect pearls. I said earlier this is probably a useless feature, and to be honest, it really is. We're going to end up with more pearls than we're ever going to need anyway, so it really doesn't matter. But it seemed like a fun thing to do, so I went ahead and put it in there. And of course, this is the trash bin here. Anything that is put in this trash bin will end up getting disposed of into the void. It is a trap chest, so as long as the chest is open, nothing will go down into the hoppers and be dispensed. But once the chest is closed, anything in the chest will be gone. And of course, I set up the Enchanting Station over here with an ender chest, and I have a chest here with some lapis, a few books, and some spare materials for making tools and things like that. I do have one extra anvil. I'm almost completely out of iron, so I can't make any more than that. I'm going to have to do some mining and caving to get some more iron, and maybe other folks will contribute a little extra iron here so that we have a few extra anvils, because it's almost certain that it's going to get broken. And I have some extra chests over here for book storage. As you can see, I did a little bit of enchanting earlier and got some really crappy books, so I just tossed them over here. I didn't need them, but somebody else might come along and see them and need them, so yeah, that's what those chests are for. And of course, I have this furnace here, which is probably useless, and the crafting bench, which is not useless. And yeah, so that is it for this Enderman farm. It's a pretty good farm. I don't remember who made the design originally. It does use the Endermite up there to attract the Enderman to the drop zone. They drop down here, and then I beat them and collect their wonderful XP. Look at all that lovely XP. Yeah, so that is going to do it for this project and for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit a thumbs up and leave a like. Also, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, and also check out everybody else on the server. You can find links to their channels in the description below. My name is Angry Canine, and I will see you next time on the MineStructors server.